Hello and welcome to the channel. I am your host, Travieso Americano. Please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. Do all of those algorithmic-y things that make the channel successful. I would appreciate it. Wednesday is here, everyone. We are pushing our way through the middle of the week, but we will be triumphant and we will end at a better place than we started. Just you watch. Today on the channel, we've got our spoiler-free Star Wars Andor Episode 4 review, and you're going to want to watch till the end. I found an Easter egg that no one else is talking about yet. So since this is a spoiler-free review, I won't tell you what the Easter egg is, but I'll show you where to find it. So you'll want to stick around for that. I'm going to have a Discord announcement regarding our social media platform. We're going to talk a little bit about the delay in the FIFA 23 video game review. I'll tell you about that. And then we'll talk a little bit about Deadpool 3 and that surprise announcement yesterday. So let's get started. Let's take Al down there. We'll start with Deadpool 3. Now, I'm sure many of you heard yesterday the news, the big news, the exciting news that Hugh Jackman was joining Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool 3 on Disney. That should be releasing sometime in the next year or so. It's exciting to have Hugh Jackman back. He was a fantastic actor and really played the role of Wolverine well. That being said, I'm hoping he is not the permanent Wolverine for the 616 Marvel Cinematic Universe. I love the faux feud between he and Ryan Reynolds. That's been great, and I'm excited to have him in the movie. But he has been in this role for over 20 years now, and so I just want some new blood. I'd like to see a new actor play Wolverine and see what he could do with the role. Now, I must disclose to you that I am the owner of the first appearance of Wolverine. Incredible Hulk 180, not 181, you Philistines, 180. 181 is the first full appearance of Wolverine. And the only reason it's called the first appearance is because there was a mistake at the Overstreet pricing guide, and there was a misprint in the price guide itself. It's supposed to be Incredible Hulk 180, which I own graded 6.5 grade with white pages, not off-white. Oh, no, no, no. Not cream. Oh, no, no, no. White pages. It's a beautiful copy. I love it. It presents well. I would show it here to you today. However, it is in a secured location currently. But in any case, that's exciting news, so we will all be excited about the Deadpool 3 movie coming out. Now, let's move on to Discord. I am setting up a Discord page for the channel. As I said, as I have said previously, we are going to set up a conservative community for this YouTube page and the conservativepropaganda.com mission. We're going to leverage our numbers both in real life and online, but we'll have more on that in the coming days, a lot more on that as we move forward. I am delaying the FIFA 23 video game review for one day. I want to be able to do a positive review, maybe not a positive review, that's not the right way to say it. I want to do a fully rested review, that's a better way to say it, and a more honest way to say it. I did the World of Outlaws game review the other day, and I had to stay up all night, so when I was trying to play the FIFA 2023 game yesterday, I just couldn't get myself acclimated. I was still very tired from the night before. As you probably know, I have not played the FIFA 2023 game in the past. This will be a first to the franchise review. So I wanted to get myself a little bit more acclimated there, have a little bit more understanding of the game. And so I delayed that for one day, but I will have that for you tomorrow. Rest assured, I will be spending the rest of today getting myself up to speed with that franchise. So, without any further delay, let's go ahead and get to the Star Wars Andor Episode 4 review. This is going to be a short review because there isn't much happening. This show has a problem. This is way, way too slow. I mean, we're on episode 4. The first 3 episodes all dropped at one time. This is sort of a departure from this episode. It seems like it's a little bit further down the line, even though it picks up where the last episode left off. This is a filler episode, but it's setting up the tension for the rest of the show. It's not looking good for Star Wars Andor. I'm just going to be honest. I was bored. I was bored throughout this episode. And don't tell me it's a slow burn. Do not tell me, Lucasfilm, that this is a slow burn. That is not an excuse to create 20 minutes of watchable content in like 6 hours of programming. That's silly. That's garbage. Now, the show keeps telling us that this fomenting rebellion needs Cassian Andor, but they don't tell us why. We get through the entire 4th episode and we don't know why Cassian Andor is so special, and this episode focuses on, especially the beginning, focuses on him being special and this rebel group needing him. It doesn't make any sense. They don't flesh it out. And you're left wondering, why is this particular person so important? I've got a feeling that it's going to have something to do with his sister that he mentioned in episode 1, and it's going to have something to do with his Kenari heritage, because of course it will. Who is at the helm? That's right, Kathleen Kennedy. And there is no way we can escape from Kathleen Kennedy's franchise-destroying identity politics. It's not going to happen. We're going to see it. He was an indigenous person. They have to show off and virtue signal their leftist liberal crap. So that's where we stand there. That's where I think we are going in terms of Cassian Andor and why he's important to the rebels. We'll see. Now, I will say the Imperial Security Bureau scenes, those were fantastic. I really enjoyed those. They do feel like the Empire at work, and I want to know more about those characters. That was a good job in the show. I will give them that. Another positive for this episode is Mon Mothma. She makes her first appearance on the show. The actress portraying the rebel leader really does a great job showing her elite status in Imperial society. Her apartment displayed the wealth and opulence of her Chandrila home planet. So that was all great. It doesn't make up for a boring show, but it's all great. Coruscant is clearly supposed to be hearkening back to 1930s Germany, just with the building aesthetics, the vehicle aesthetics. That's clearly what they're looking for there. So that is what it is. And it's supposed to be the 1930s leading up to World War II, I'm sure. We're supposed to have Hitler in our brain. Yada, yada, yada. We'll see if anything comes of this. Like I said, so far it's been boring, but whatever, we will see. Finally, the Easter egg. Honestly, the most exciting part of this show so far has been this Easter egg. There's a scene in the rare antiquities dealer, in a rare antiquities dealer, I should say, store. And there are several possible Easter eggs in that shop. I am not going to name them. This is spoiler free, like I said. There is one incredibly obvious Easter egg in that shop. I'm not sure it is what it looks like. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to tell us or not. And then there are a couple other items you'll see that you will notice in that antiquities shop that are of interest. However, there is one that I haven't seen anyone talk about. Maybe someone has, and I just haven't seen their channel or I haven't read their article, but I found this on my own. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but I will tell you where to find it. This you are going to have to wait until you can see the full wall and all of their items on the right-hand side wall. So on the right-hand side wall in that antiquities dealership, you're going to want to look. And you're going to want to pause it. It's not clear. I had to pause it and really look. But if you pause it and you look closely, there is an item there, and while it's not prominently displayed because you have to pause it, on that rack of items, like on that wall, it is in the middle of the wall. So it does have a centering aspect of it. So while it's not prominently displayed, I do think they want us to see it. It looks extremely similar to a possession of one of the characters in Star Wars Rebels, the animated show. And it's a very, very important possession in that show. So be on the lookout for that. I think once you pause it, if you know and are familiar with the Star Wars the Star Wars Rebels show, you will notice it and see what I am talking about. So keep an eye out for that. Honestly, there's not much action in this episode. It's just boring, to be honest with you. They haven't added the necessary elements as to why we should care about this subject matter. They just haven't. And, what they are doing and what the creators are doing are borrowing from past Star Wars movies and shows to build the tension in this show. And if you're trying to make a hyper-dramatic spy show, but you're borrowing the tension from previous movies and TV shows and not adding your own, you don't have a hyper-dramatic anything. All you have is a boring television show, and that's exactly what this is. It's a boring filler episode, nothing more. Maybe there will be important aspects to it for later on down the line. I don't know. That Easter egg was fun, but that was the best part of the show by far. Probably the best part of every episode in the show by far, so far. So, in any case, that's where I'm coming in on this episode. Hopefully it speeds up. Hopefully it gets better. Not looking good so far. Remember, tomorrow we're going to have the video game for FIFA 2023. We're going to have that review. I will do that. Friday, we have our Friday allowance happy hour collector show. I have to look at my notes. Friday, we will have our Friday allowance happy hour collector show. I was going to do some pack reveals or some mail reveals. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a pack reveal, but we're also going to do a grading send-off. So I will show you what I'm going to send out to have to be graded by either PSA or one of the other grading companies, whichever one I decide on. So we will reveal that on Friday. That's going to be a fun time, relax, throw off the week. And just enjoy. And then Sunday, we will have our Bible prophecy basics, the next episode on that. That'll be a good time. So thanks for watching the show, everyone. Like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.